Hello students, good morning. I hope everyone are doing good. Students, as we know that we were talking about, we are discussing about the Delhi Sultans, the rulers of Delhi. Students, today's class I will focus on administration and consolidation, administration of the Delhi Sultans. How was the administration during medieval age in India? So before that, I will just give a meaning for administration. So what is the meaning of administration? Students, administration means a management. Administration means it is a meaning of management. For example, the best example is your house management. Your parents are administrating entire house. Your mother will be looking after the kitchen. Your father will be looking after the financial thing. So whatever the things required for your home, all those things. Just like that, when the rulers of Delhi, they're ruling, how they administered entire our country. So here administration as categorized during the Delhi Sultans, the administration has been categorized into political administration, military administration and financial administration. So these are the three important administrations managed by the rulers of Delhi. The rulers of Delhi means almost all the dynasties like Sayyid dynasty, Lodi dynasty, Tughlaq dynasty, Khilji dynasties and the slave dynasty. Everyone are managed medieval India in this way. So let us discuss one by one. So what is the meaning of political administration? What is the meaning of political administration? So political administration means looking after the government. Looking after the government. So in medieval time, there was no democratic system in our country. So it was a monarchy system. Monarchy system means a government ruled by king. A government ruled by a king. So there was no democratic or republican system. So king was a chief for political administration. So to assist him, there was many ministers because a king is not possible to look after entire administration of the country. So that's why. So there was a assistants or ministers to look after political administration, and so there was a monarchy system means hereditary form of a government, and slave dynasties there was no monarchy system. There was no monarchy system. So we can't able to see any monarchy system in slave dynasty. Means when the Qutbuddin Aibak, Iltutmish, Ghiyazuddin Balban, these rulers were not hereditary. So those are slaves for others. So we can't able to call it as hereditary. So military administration. So this is one of the important administration, military administration, like how we have forces right now. We have army, navy, air force, yes or no? We have border security forces. We have military army to protect our country in the borders. So like that, to protect their regions, they had a military system. They had military system. So there was a soldiers. There was a soldiers. So this military system also categorized cavalry, horse soldiers, the soldiers those who were associated to horses, elephant, camel, like this, and the salaries for soldiers and the military generals to look after military. So like this, the military administration was there in the Delhi Sultans when the rulers of Delhi were ruling our country. Next is important one is financial administration. So this is one of the important administration. So without financial administration, it is not possible to manage entire nation or manage entire country. So the financial administration of Delhi Sultans was not up to that mark when the rulers, when the Tughlaq dynasty were ruling. When Tughlaq dynasty were ruling, the medieval India faced many financial crises. Apart from this, the slave dynasty, Khilji dynasty, somehow they managed regarding the financial administration. So financial administration means looking after the rupees, money, all those things. So they had tax system. They had tax system. See, they collected tax on land, they collected tax on houses, and apart from this, they had tax like kharaz. This is also a kind of a tax. What they used to put on public: kharaz, zakat, kums, and jizya. So these are the types of taxes to collect rupees or money for the government. And so there was a financial officer. There was a financial officer to collect all these taxes. So during the Delhi Sultans, when they are ruling, so they needed reliable governors. They needed reliable governors and administrator to look after entire administration. To look after entire administration, they had reliable governors and administrators because they didn't believe their descendants or relatives or close relatives, close ones. So that's why they brought reliable governors and administrators from the distant land. So they were very brilliant and knowledgeable persons. They worked under the rulers of Delhi as the slaves. For example, Qutbuddin Aibak, he was slave for Muhammad Ghor, and Iltutmish, he was also slave for Qutbuddin Aibak. Ghiyasuddin Balban was slave for Iltutmish. So like this, there was a administrator, those who brought for rupees. So those were called Bandagan. They were called as Bandagan. So this system was continued in when the rulers of Delhi were ruling our country. So regarding this is about the financial administration. And so one more important is when Muhammad bin Tughlaq was a king, when he was ruling, the person who shifted his capital from Delhi to Devagiri. So when Muhammad bin Tughlaq were ruling, he gave permission to mint the coins for publics. Each and every house became a house of mint. So when he gave permission to mint the coin, so there was a very big financial crisis happened when the Muhammad bin Tughlaq were ruling. So because many of the people, whenever they want to pay the tax, they minted fake coins, fake currencies. So usually the silver, bronze, so these were the coins used for transaction. So they used a fake currencies. So like this, they had many very big financial crisis when the Muhammad bin Tughlaq were ruling his region. So this is about the administration. Just hold on, students, we will go further. Well, students, please open page number 39 in your history book, page number 39, and underline these 6 lines. Underline these 6 lines. Start from third line. Start from third line up to 7th line. Just underline up to 7th line. Just read once. I am going to explain this. So what is the meaning of this paragraph? So regarding financial administration, students, so there was a tax on land. And lands were called iktas. Lands were called ikta. In Persian language, ikta means land. So there was a tax on land. So it's called ikta. And to look after the tax on land, there was officers called iktadar. Iktadar were the responsible to collect taxes on land. So they were known as holders, land holders. They had an holding on land. It may be the agricultural land, and houses, all those things. And the Muktis, Iqtadar is also known as Mukti. Iqtadar were also known as the Muktis. So they were responsible to collect the taxes on land. So regarding this, they have given information in your textbook. Please go through it. Just hold on, students. Okay, students, we will go further. Students, here we have some clues and evidences on the Delhi Sultans, the sources of information, how these informations, so whatever I explained, informations we got and we came to know. So there was a literary sources which was compiled by Ibn Battuta. Ibn Battuta. So it is not an English term, so it is an African term. So that's why it is little different in pronunciation. So Ibn Battuta, so he was from Morocco, Africa. He was from Morocco, Africa, African continent. So he came to India. He came to India. So when the Delhi Sultans were ruling our country, so he collected some information regarding the Delhi Sultans and administration, how was the Indian subcontinent during those time. And Ziauddin Barani, so he was a 14th century chronicler. He was from Central Asia. He came to India and he also collected some informations and wrote about Indian social system, political system and administration system, everything. So regarding this in your textbooks, so there is a little information in page number 40. In page number 40, chieftain and fortification, just read once. So this was written by the Ibn Battuta. So this information is associated to the literary works which is done by Ibn Battuta. And page number 38, in your page number 38, so here Ziauddin Barani, so was the Delhi Sultans appointed the slaves, their beloved ones, so regarding to look after administration. So all those things, information has been given in page number 38. Just go through this and read this, and this is about the part 1, and the part 2 will be uploaded very soon. If you have any doubts, please ask us, contact us, we will be help you. We will be there always for help. I think this much is enough for this class. So regarding this, I will assign some HLS and SLA. Please go through it. Thank you.